Okay, this is Dave, and I continue on the road to 100. I'm at Lackland Air Force Base with 3 houses. This actually gets me to 24 on the road to 100. And Phil is the manager here. Phil, tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I served active duty Army for 20 years, and after I retired in 2014, I continued to serve at the state level. So, combined state and federal service will be 30 years in May.
How'd you learn about Fisher House?
I learned about Fisher House when I was active duty. I was a drill sergeant at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and my dependent mother got really ill, and she was in the hospital ICU for 45 days. And I actually stayed at the Eisenhower Fisher House for several weeks.
Well, and in the scheme of things, when Zach started building houses, the first two, one was for the Army at Walter Reed, one for the Navy at the National Naval Medical Center. And as he was thinking about it, he said, Army, Navy, maybe the Air Force needs one. And that's how the first house came to be here, because there was Wilford Hall Air Force Medical Center. And it was the crown jewel of Air Force medicine. But that medical center has closed.
Yes.
When you came, you had people lining out the door to stay in a house. How many families do the 3 houses accommodate?
Well, we can support up to 29 families. When we first started with the old Wilford Hall mission, it was 100% occupancy and with a waiting list. With the mission change and also recovering from COVID, we're still trying to get those numbers back up.
Well, but the neat thing is that you're able to reach and support families throughout the San Antonio community, and had the chance to meet a young man receiving cancer treatment, and he's been here since January. And young man means he's probably closer to my age, but to give the family the ability to be together at a time like this makes such a difference in the decisions they make in healthcare.
Absolutely.
And that's just amazing. Now, how many staff do you have to care for these houses?
I have 7 staff, so we have housekeepers and operations assistant and an assistant manager, and they do a fabulous job. And their job is to maintain the facilities, keep it clean, and just be there for the guests and provide a true home away from home.
Now, the first 2 houses are the original design. The third house is pretty special. It was the first house that was built after Zach passed away. And it is a ranch house, a unique design. Tell us about that.
Well, originally it was called the Children's Inn, and it was built to support children coming for cancer treatment. So the unique design allowed a playroom that was adjoining all the guest rooms. So that was just a extra thing for the families to have. The child's in cancer treatment, but they can come in the playroom that's next to their room. It's really nice to have.
And you also have the unique experience. This was the one operation that was managed by a nonprofit, Fisher House Incorporated. Yes. You worked for them.
Yes.
And then now the Air Force is managing the house, and you continue to be the manager under them. And so regardless of who's running the house, the good thing to know is the families get the same care as they're walking through. Now behind us, we always try to find something unique about the different houses. And we're by the gazebo. Tell us about this gazebo.
This gazebo is really unique. It's one of the oldest fixtures in this facility. But the unique part of it is it has a original Zachary Fisher quote in almost every corner of the gazebo. And we take those quotes and we use them for all our paperwork, or we'll put them up on the walls in other locations. But just having that Zachary Fisher legacy right here is really nice. And it's one of the nicest spots, really relaxing and mending for the guests.
It is a calm place. And the unique thing here is we're essentially on a town square type concept, and Fisher House is on 3 corners of it. and it's an amazing place to be. Inside the gazebo, you also have an Eagle Scout project where they have an original piece of the deck of the USS Intrepid. And that's a pretty special thing. The Intrepid is really the first thing that Zach got involved with, built the relationship with the military, and that led to him wanting to know how he could be more of a blessing. Now, you're also known for some road trips.
Yes.
Any road trips coming up?
Yes, I'm getting ready to plan a road trip. I'm headed to the Fisher House Managers Training, and there's going to be several stops on the way. Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, maybe Wyoming, maybe Canada, I don't know, but we're going all over the place.
Well, and I think I'm on the road to 100. Anyway, this is number 24. The road continues.